Our last round of quizzes was a little normal. In fact, they were so normal, you could almost compare them to Trey. So I figured, why not follow in the footsteps of my favorite little guy and take some super chaotic quizzes just for funsies? So I've gathered a few that I think will be rather interesting for us to dive into today. And like last time, the quizzes will be linked in the description down below so you can play along, or you can wait till after the video to try them out for yourselves. Now then, shall we get into our very first and very important question of which one from Dsomnia is coming to your house at 3 a.m. and why? Greetings to you, friend. Do tell me, why did you decide to take this quiz? Well, I loved the Octafanel one so much. As soon as I saw this one, I said, let's do this. So it was destiny. Pick a random animal, a mosquito, a zebra, a lizard, this just had to be there, or a monkey. Well, if it just had to be there. You're at a party you were forced to go to, and a 5-year-old kid comes up to you. Staring, he asks, "Are you Satan? What do you do?" You look at the kid like a normal person. You shake your head and say, "I am not him. You're mistaking me with someone else." Speechless, you stand in complete silence for a moment before crouching down at the boy's level and whisper, "I'm not Satan, no, but I do know him. In fact, it's your father. He didn't let you have any cake, did he?" Oh no, not the cake. You play along with the kid. With a laugh, you pretend to be Satan and say you're going to eat the innocent children for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or, simple, you start a shouting match with the child about how he insulted you and how he should be sorry. You're petty like that, says Sabek. What should we do? What should we do? I think I'm gonna go with the cake one. This one's very fun and very interesting. Ooh, pick an emoji combination. Okay, so we have a happy face, arm, bang, fight, white. We have sleepy face, bed, clock, no SOS. We have standing, praying under house, happy face, kneeling. And then we have walk, point to city, and then stand. I like walk, point to city, and then stand. That was pretty fun. Pick something to do. Go into that thing where ice creams are at shops because you wanted to be one with them. Oh man. Oh, I miss the Konbini ice creams. There's the Monaco waffle ice cream things where it's like a waffle-y wafer with vanilla ice cream and a big bar of chocolate in the middle. I'm missing those hardcore. Remember a random thing you did years ago and then ugly cry about it while reconsidering your life choices? Have meaningful conversations with ants because they understood you like no one else does? Or do cartwheels down the street because you got a compliment from a stranger you probably won't be seeing anytime soon? I don't really go for ice cream. I don't really have meaningful conversation with ants. I can't do a cartwheel, so remember the random things that I do. Pick a random Pokemon. Ooh, Dragonite, Sewaddle, Bidoof, or Vanillite. I kind of want to pick Bidoof because I think Bidoof is a meme. I'm gonna go with Bidoof. Oh my. I got Silver. You are asleep. The wind is gentle. The world is quiet, except for the birds. I swear, every single morning, the birds will wake me up before the sun does because they're just so gosh darn loud. Which is weird because birds don't usually have meetings outside your window at this hour. But tonight, they are gathered, chirping, cooing, whispering forbidden truths in feathery Morse code. And then your doorbell rings. Once upon a dream. You lurch out of bed in a foggy panic and trip over your own dignity. You crawl to the door, open it slowly. Standing there is Silver. Looking serene, calm, dressed in his usual attire, but with a slight smudge of dirt on his cheek and a confused crow perched on his shoulder. Silver? He bows politely. I apologize for the intrusion. You glance at your phone. It's literally 3 in the morning. I know. He looks up at the sky solemnly. The birds told me to come. The birds, huh? The birds? What? He gestures vaguely behind him. You now notice that at least 7 birds, a pigeon, a blue jay, a very judgy parakeet, and what you think might be a goose with authority issues, are all watching from your fence like judgmental sky lawyers. They said go to the house of the snack-bearing one, Silver explains, as if this is completely normal. I believe they meant you. You blink. Why me? You once gave a sparrow a Cheerio. Word travels. You rub your eyes. Okay, so what now? You just stand here? No, he says with unexpected clarity. We must fulfill the prophecy. You stare. He pulls out a small pouch, opens it, reveals a single glowing Pop-Tart, strawberry, frosted, ancient, radiating the aura of toaster-based destiny. The birds say we must eat this together under the waning moon and make exactly one strange wish. What kind of wish? He shrugs. The birds didn't say. At 3:14 a.m., you and Silver sit cross-legged on your lawn, solemnly eating a shared Pop-Tart while a pigeon sings aggressively in C minor. Silver closes his eyes. I wish for a very small horse to befriend me. Not for battle, just for vibes. You consider, then nod. I wish I never receive a cursed IKEA chair again. The wind shifts, a leaf flutters, the birds scream in unison and vanish into the night. Silver stands. It is done. Is it? I think so, he says, already nodding off as he walks directly into your garden gnome. You sigh. You do not stop him. At 3:27 a.m., Silver is asleep on your porch. You tuck him in with a welcome mat and whisper good night. Somewhere in the trees, a pigeon salutes. What a wild time. What a wonderfully it was very calm, honestly. And then the prophecy happened, so that was cool. I am very curious about the IKEA chair and how it was cursed to begin with, but very lovely quiz. Thank you so much. Next up, we have an even more important question. Which Hearthstone character is going to punch you and why? Hello there. First question, why did you click on this quiz? I like Twisted Wonderland. I don't like getting punched. I just felt like it, or Fate. Well, we gotta go with Fate. Always gotta go with Fate. Pick a House Warden. Azul. Thank you. Pick a tart. Ooh, peach, walnut, raspberry, or lemon. Ooh, I'm in the mood for peaches because it's summertime, but I really like raspberries too. Don't really care for walnut and don't really care for lemon flavored things. But man, what I wouldn't do right now for a peach tart. Pick a color, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or purple. Let's go with red. In this world, it's punched or be punched. Punch, be punched, neither. Fate. Fate, obviously. Always fate. What would you enjoy doing most with your friends? Hosting a tea party, crashing a tea party, just about anything as long as I'm spending time with them, watching a movie, or pranking them. Well, I hate, funnily enough, I really don't like watching movies. I don't know why I have such a vendetta against movies. I feel like they're a waste of time. I guess just about anything then. Although I do like tea parties, so let's go with the tea party. Let's be a little bit more decisive today. On a scale of not at all to in a heartbeat, how willing are you to punch somebody who is bothering you? Not at all. Not at all. If they hit me first, then sure, but like I might, but I try to communicate my annoyance in other ways first. Not a heartbeat. I guess only if they resort to violence because I will defend myself, but like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to hurt someone, so. Just to be completely transparent, yeah, of course, this is just a fun quiz. I hope you enjoy the results, even if they are a little out of character. Sure, I will. I don't know why you would get this far and say that you won't. Let's see. Ooh, Riddle. Riddle Roseheart. Oh, look, they also spelt his name wrong, like I did for the first 2 years that I played this game. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I am not the only. I feel so validated right now. I legitimately thought his name was Rosenhearts for like 2 years. For 2 whole years, I thought this kid's last name was Rosenhearts. And then I watched the English fan dub and heard Rose Hearts, and I was like, that's not correct. And then I was like, is it? So I went to the game, and it is. That is actually his name. But I don't blame you for a second for spelling it Rose and Hearts, because that is how I've always thought about it. And now I have to stop myself from saying Rose and Hearts. Whenever I see Riddle, I have to make a conscious choice to call him Rose Hearts. It's wild. Anyway, why is he punching me? Thanks to a stupid dare from oh, it's always Ace. It's always Ace. You start out to memorize at least 50 of the Queen of Hearts rules, just to see if you could break every single one in a day. Why? Have we learned nothing? Did book 1 teach us nothing? Oh man, this day happens to be an unbirthday party, because with so many rules about every little thing during the party, it's an incredibly convenient time to break them. So on this day, in addition to skipping class, painting the roses the same green as their bushes, and just being a general nuisance, you're walking with Ace and Deuce to the party, not in uniform, obviously, when Trey offers to use his signature spell on your outfit. You politely decline. Your confidence in declaring that you'll be making a fashion statement has a snickering behind you. Though Trey looks concerned, he can do nothing else but push up his glasses and let you in. You kick it up a notch once you're actually inside. A dormouse stolen from the teapot, a walnut tart slipped in with the rest of the food, etc., etc. The non-traditional clothing was enough to have most Hartslepool students staring, but now they're all looking at you like you have trouble written over your forehead. Then, their house warden walks in. If the air wasn't tense enough before, it sure is now. But Riddle keeps his cool and lets the festivities go on. He has clearly come a long way. Unfortunately, not long enough. The tart is what does it for him, really. He goes from, you have no respect for the rules, to, are you making fun of me? In seconds, face practically igniting in red. Both Trey and Cater fight to hold him back, but Riddle is mad, and once he escapes their grip, there's nothing they can do. You're expecting a collar. Instead, you get a hit to the chest that barely feels like it has any power behind it, along with a very emotional, somewhat embarrassed house warden that you now have to go and comfort. Good luck with that. I don't know. I feel like if Riddle actually threw a punch, he'd probably still hurt you. Maybe it wouldn't be the most effective. But hey, you know. Well, since we got a goldfishy, it only stands to reason that we should entertain Floyd, shouldn't we? So, we need to figure out if Floyd would give us a squeeze. Hello there, fellow probably living being. You're here to find out whether the fabulous Floyd Leach would give you a squeeze. Of course, of course. How fast can you run? Slow as a snail. How do you feel about personal space? I feel like I IDK, but I feel like someone's watching me. My personal space is important to me. Only my closest loved ones can enter. I enjoy personal space, but I also enjoy physical closeness, like cuddles, or I don't care anymore. I'm much more of this second one. I really, I don't like physical contact that much. I have to really enjoy your presence before any sort of like hand-holding, huggy, you know, like outside of a greeting, obviously. If you're greeting people at a party and you do the quick hug, that's fine. But like a hug, I need to know you first. What do you think of Floyd? Oh, well, where do I start? He's cool, but kind of intimidating. He's all right, I guess. I like him. He's cool with a bunch of kitty cats. Everyone's so intimidated by him, but I don't understand why. I fear nothing. You probably should fear something. You I like him. He's cool. He's not nearly as intimidating as, well, okay, so he's more, yeah, I guess I'm just not intimidated by him because he's so forthcoming with his intentions, even when they are just chaos. So yeah, I like him. He's cool. Oh, choose an ocean aesthetic that speaks to you. I love the heels. They're so funny looking. Oh, they look so concerned. We have hands, sharks, jellyfish, or mermaid. The, I, I would go with the sharks, but the eels just look so concerned. I have a mug that's like this, but it's a seagull, and it just looks so concerned. I love it so much. Let's go with this one. Would you let Floyd catch you on purpose? Not on purpose, but I wouldn't have the strength to fight him once he caught me. So, meh? If he was chasing me, he'd be afraid for you. I wouldn't be afraid for my life depending on it depends on the context. Is he just coming after me because he wants to tease me and he's like, this will be funny if you run away? Or is he coming after me because I messed up and now he's angry? Because then I'd be running for my life. But I think mez about it. What are your thoughts on Jade? Oh, well, hey. He's chill, but in an I can murder you and get away with it kind of way. Sometimes I get Jade and Floyd confused. Not at all. Like Jade, he's cool. I would definitely stare at him for long periods of time. I guess he's chill in the murder kind of way is the closest to what I was describing before. Like, he's just legitimately scary. But he's still fun. He's still cool. Last question. What do you think of mer people? They seem cool. They seem pretty chill. I would love to live in the sea. So they got that going for them. Maybe. Oh, maybe Floyd would get, maybe. Undecided. Well, that's fair enough. You've piqued Floyd's interest. You wouldn't be much of a challenge, seeing as you seem to like him quite a lot. Oh, okay. He could catch you easily. Yeah, that's fair. I don't run that fast. Depending on his mood, he might squeeze you later, or he'll go after some more challenging prey. Not exactly sure what you were hoping for. With any luck, Floyd won't crush your bones, but there's no guarantee. Yeah, you never know with Floyd. You never quite know. You never quite know. Oh, maybe it was the most it was maybe or yes or that's Jade. Wait, how do you get that's Jade? Wait. How do you? Oh, not random quiz. No. Okay. How do we get Jade? How do we get Jade? No. Oh no. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. We have to. I want to get one. Oh, my answers. Only one of them was that's Jade. Oh no. Okay, so hold on. They seem cool. Is it Jade? Yes, that's Jade. Heck yeah. I found the hidden lore. I found the secret ending. You caught the eye of an eel, just not the one you expected. I'm not sure what's worse, having Floyd on your trail or Jade on your trail. Jade's a very clever man. It'll take an incredibly talented person to escape whatever he has planned. Good luck. Hey, I did it. I got the Jade. Oh, I guess if you tie, you end up with Jade. Interesting. I want to know what the eel picture, what answer the eel picture is. Let's see. All right. Well, let's see whether or not I'll survive Octavanel by figuring out if that is in fact the dorm that wants to unalive me. Which house warden is your favorite? You can do multiple choices. All right, perfect. So Riddle, Azul, Vil, Mal. Bam. Next. Which house warden's your least favorite? Anyway, are you a rule follower? Yes. What is your general mood? Disgust, joy, sadness, anger, or fear? Joy, I guess. That's like the only positive one here. Inside Out references. I read that way too late. How much do you trust people? I don't trust everybody. but I trust a fair number of people. Like, you will have my trust until you betray me, and then at that point, we're done. But like up until that point, you know, you get invited to a party by someone you don't know very well. Do you accept? Well, only if there's cake. How do you typically get ready for your day? Yes, well, the middle of the road. What is your favorite hobby of the following? Planning big events, going to parties, shopping, video games, walking in scenic locations by yourself, helping people, or sports? Video games. We'll go with that one. Which of these traits, in your opinion, is the weakest? Diligence, strictness, benevolence, nobility, persistence, mindfulness, and tenacity. The weakest? Nobility. I feel like nobility is made as a standard in order to separate people. And I don't quite like that. I think it's a good thing to be noble, but that's different. I feel like every time I hear nobility, I just think of like dukes and duchesses and the king and the queen. I don't really think about the more positive aspects of nobility that exist outside of class. So whenever I see it, that's just kind of what I default to. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's kind of useless. I mean, you have to have a leader of a group of people, but like to separate yourself out and to think that you are better than just because of your heritage, I feel like is a wild concept. So in that vein, nobility. Which is your least favorite of the following Disney movies? Alice in Wonderland, Lion King, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Snow White, Hercules, Sleeping Beauty. I think in recent years, Snow White, because it's just so boring to me. Like oh no, she's getting killed. Oh, she fell into the forest. That's scary. Oh, she found the dwarves. Oh, she gets killed again, but she's not actually dead. And the prince exists somewhere in the movie. And then nothing happens to the evil queen at the end. She's just kind of like foiled, and that's it. Snow White is probably my least favorite. Oh, Savannah Claw. Well, yeah, that tracks. Absolutely. Oh, there's no way I would survive Savannah Claw. There's no way. What are my other? Oh, Pomfiore was right underneath. Right under. That's great. Oh, look, wait, I survive Octavanel the best since it's the since it's the least numbers of questions, right? So that works out very well for me. That's a good time. What better way to end off our session today than to solve the murder mystery in Ramshackle? You and Grim invited the other first years to a sleepover in Ramshackle. Choose some snacks. Oh, we have ice cream, pancakes, a bowl of candy. That won't end well. Pizza, chips, popcorn. Oh, I like this cake. I like these little sweets, and then some popcorn and some chips for saltiness. But we need snacks, so there you go. Oh, what am I gonna wear? Choose what you're gonna wear. Okay, good. I was gonna say, do we have any long options? This one's really cute. I really like this style. I need those shorts to be about 6 inches longer. So instead, we'll go with this one. Choose the film that you'll be watching. Nimona. You must show them this piece of art. Don't know that. Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. Paper Towns. No idea. The Cat Returns! The Cat Returns. And last but not least, what song do you want to sing in the karaoke at the sleepover? Oh, all right. Oh, hey, look, it's the one song that I know. I think I also know Jenny. But I don't know these other ones. Well, I know Bad Romance. That's fair. Jenny, I guess. Let's go there. Oh, look at Ortho. With who do you want to sing it? I don't think. Well, probably would end up singing with Grim no matter what, but everyone arrives just in time. The sleepover starts and everyone is having a good time. What is your favorite part of the sleepover? When Ace and Ortho allowed me to paint their nails. When Deuce, Jack, and Sebek started a Who Eats More contest. When Ethel and I started doing phone pranks to the dorm leaders. That's wild. Loved the film. When Ortho and Sebek fought because Sebek said Malleus was better than Edia, then they almost destroyed the dorm. Oh no. When A Deuce duo sang No Homo at the karaoke because of a dare. Okay. When Deuce tripped and accidentally kissed Ethel. Oh no. And then when Jack and I danced together, he was shy, but it was so much fun. I like the karaoke. Now it's time for sleep, but someone is missing. Guys, where's Grim? Oh no, the last time I saw him, he went into the bathroom. You checked. Oh no, Grim. R.I.P. Grim. Grim. Grim is our sacrifice tonight. Oh no. Oh man. You scream, you cry, you yell asking for help, or you try to keep calm and fail miserably. Yell asking for help. The boys arrive where you are and also see Grim. The first one to comfort you is... Oh gosh, I don't... Probably Deuce or Jack, just going off of personality. I feel like one of them. I'll go Deuce. You guys decide to find the murderer, or at least a clue that would reveal to you who the murderer is. For that, you form groups to cover more ground. Who are you with? Well, since I picked Deuce to be the person that comforted me, I would assume that I would probably stay with Deuce for emotional and moral support. So, Deuce and Sebek. You and your group decide to check the bedrooms. Each of you enter a different bedroom. In the bedroom you entered, you find a handkerchief covered in blood. What does the handkerchief look like? Ooh. Oh, okay, so we have Ace, Deuce, Jack, Ethel, Ortho, Sebek, and then Flamingos. Who am I missing? Am I missing someone? Let's go with Flamingos because I don't know immediately who they are. After seeing that handkerchief and after remembering something that happened during the sleepover, you think you know who killed Grim. But the truth scares you, because if you're right, that would mean Grim's murderer is someone close to you. You don't have enough proof. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Even though you tried, you couldn't find the murderer. The next day, you all buried Grim in a shoebox in the courtyard. You felt a great pain in your chest as you watched as they threw dirt on your friend's little coffin. The pain lasted for a long time, but with the help of your other friends, you were able to overcome the loss. How close was I? Deuce? Dude, how was it gonna be Deuce? What do you mean, Deuce? My, how unfortunate. But maybe if you take this quiz, you'll be able to find out who the murderer actually is. But I think for me, this is gonna be the end of this here. Thank you so much for coming on this wacky wild ride with me, and let me know down below if you enjoyed. Do you want me to take more twist quizzes? Do you have favorite quizzes that you would like me to take? Would you all like to do a quiz community night? Let me know. Just drop a comment, drop a like, maybe even subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Just remember, you're amazing, and I hope you have a wonderful day.